Hi everyone, it's Jackie here with Shift Physical Therapy and Wellness. And if you recall, a few weeks ago, I shared my journey towards self-love in a video that I had posted on our Facebook page. Now, S in Shift stands for self-love, the first of the 5 Shift values. Now, what I want to stress is do not be fooled into thinking that my journey towards self-love is over for me. Don't be fooled into thinking that I reached my destination and now everything is unicorns and rainbows, because reality is that it's not. I have to put in the work every day, and there are good days, there are bad days, and then there's just days. So, I want to stress to you guys that the key to all of this is hard work, which is the second of the shift values, or what the H in shift stands for. But guess what, guys? We can do hard things. We are currently living in a world that just warps our minds into thinking that there are quick fixes for everything. And I probably don't need to tell you this, but spoiler alert, there are no quick fixes. The things that we desire most in our lives are something that we have to continuously work towards. We have to continuously strive to reach them. It is consistent efforts over that long period of time, which is hard. So getting started is never easy, and motivation, it doesn't last. This is where the efforts we put in towards reaching our goals matter the most. When we are not motivated, when we don't feel like doing it, this is when we need to show up for ourselves. This is when the hard work begins. When motivation and willpower no longer matters, and we're sitting in that I just don't want to, but know that I need to, that's when we need to act. And that's very hard to do. It was funny because recently I was doing a presentation for a group of business professionals, and one of the things that they discussed was, or that we all discussed, was that nutrition, sleep, fitness, it's the most underutilized medicine ever, right? We've said that multiple times. It's very underutilized. But when we think of reaching our goals, one of the most underutilized terms, in my opinion, is consistency. We become wrapped up in our day-to-day operations and routines that we become on autopilot. We lose focus. Essentially, we become consistent with being inconsistent. And one of the first things to go are the things that we need to do to take care of ourselves. So our sleep becomes inconsistent, our nutrition and food choices, exercise, taking care of ourselves. We become consistent with being inconsistent with all those things. And the funny thing about all that is that it happens really slowly over a long period of time. And those slow habits that develop, once we actually realize that they are bad habits, and are ready to do something about them, we think that we should be able to reach our goals within a blink of an eye. So do you see this crazy logic here that we have is takes a long time to develop these habits, but then when we recognize that we want to make a change or make a shift, we expect it to happen lickety-split, and that's just not reality. It takes time to develop bad habits, and it's going to take time to break those habits and replace them with good ones. And guess what? That's hard work. No quick fixes. Truthfully, consistency is required to reach any goal. But the thing about consistency is that it's not right in our face all the time. We are not inundated with messages of consistency. Instead, we're inundated with messages of instant gratification. We're inundated with these messages that promise results fast. And sometimes we do see those results. However, they just don't last. And why is that? It's because we're relying on someone or something else to put in the work. But guess what? We can do hard things. The most powerful thing about realizing that it's up to you is knowing that you are now in control. You are in control of doing those hard things. You are in control of taking those actions. So what do? We put in the work. We show up for ourselves every day, even when we don't want to. When we fall down, we get back up. When we make mistakes, we acknowledge them and move on. We don't stay down when we're down. We pull ourselves back up, and that's hard, and it takes time. And we focus on these small gains, and we focus on the little wins that compound over time, and those are the things that make the biggest difference. So one of the things here at Shift that we value the most is being able to spend time with everyone that we encounter. So whether it's physical therapy, nutrition, fitness coaching, any of that, we want to be able to give you those tools to reach your goals. But at the end of the day, if you don't put on the work, no matter what we give you, it's just not going to happen unless you do the hard things, unless you put in the work. And so one of the most rewarding things for us at Shift here is being able to see you succeed. Yes, we help with that success, and we absolutely want to do it, but it's really you that make it happen. You are the ones that put in the work. We provide you the tools, you do the work, and it just makes our heart happy. So I'm going to leave you guys with, you can do hard things. Reach out to us if you have any questions or need help with anything. We are more than willing to help you along on your journey. And I appreciate you guys listening to me. We'll see you soon.